Okay. Okay, so lay down on the mat. Knees bent if you have any tension on the lumbar spine. Otherwise, legs straight and roll outward. Roll the arms outward. Palm of the hand facing the sky. Keep the shoulder blades flat onto the ground and push the back of the head away from the shoulders to lengthen the whole spine. Close your eyes. And allow your body to soften, to let go. Relax your forehead, your eyebrows, and the skin between the eyebrows. Relax your eyes and let them sink deeper into the skull. Relax the skin of your face and clench your jaw and let your lips open slightly. Relax your throat, your neck and shoulders, arms, forearms and hands. Relax your back, the muscles of your back and your spine, vertebra per vertebra. Relax your belly and the whole abdominal area. Relax your hips, your groins. Relax your legs, knees, ankles and feet. Bring your attention into your breathing cycle and observe every aspect of your breath. Which part of your body moves the most, chest or belly? If both moves, which one moves first? Observe without changing anything. Observe simply to know yourself. Observe the length of your breathing cycle. Inhalation and exhalation have the same length, or one of them is naturally longer. Observe the small pauses between inhalation and exhalation, and between exhalation and inhalation, the small moments where everything stops, even your breath. Become aware of the four phases of your breathing cycle: inhalation, pause, exhalation, pause, and there to observe. Is one of the two pauses longer? Observe also that your throat remains relaxed and open, even during the pauses. 3 more observing breaths. At the end of the third, take control and create a long and deep breath. But keep it easy, keep it soft. Observe your body expanding with every inhalation and gently contracting with every exhalation. Keep a long but easy breath. Feel the ribs moving away from each other with every inhalation, and then closer to each other with every exhalation. Keep a long but easy breath. Observe your belly moving when you breathe. Observe your navel moving up when you inhale and down toward the spine when you exhale. Give a long but easy breath. Observe the air entering your body through the nostrils and flowing out a little bit warmer. The air enters your body through the nostrils and flows out a little bit warmer. The air enters your body through the nostrils and flows out a little bit warmer. Keep a long but easy breath. Visualize a light entering your body through the nostrils with every inhalation. This light recharges your body and restores your mind. And with every exhalation, the same light exits your body, bringing away all your tensions, worries, and everything that you don't need anymore. The air enters your body through the nostrils and flows out a little bit warmer. With every inhalation, your body is recharged. With every exhalation, your body is relaxed. Allow your breath to recharge and relax your body and mind. Deepen your breath, but still keeping it easy. This is not a challenge. You're playing with your breath, but always keeping your breath easy. Inhale and exhale softly. With every inhalation, your body and mind recharge. With every exhalation, your body and mind relax. Give a long but easy breath. From your next breath, start lengthening the pauses, but even there, keep it easy. So inhale deeply and hold just a little bit more than usual. Exhale and again hold your breath just a little bit more than normal, than your normal breath. Keep the control on each phase of your breath. Inhalation, hold, exhalation, hold. Relax your face, relax your throat. Three more breaths. At the end of the third breath, go back to a normal one, not controlled. Allow your breath to flow freely. Now, slowly bring your arms in cactus pose. So with the elbows in line with your shoulders and the forearm parallel to each other. And keep on breathing normally, softly. Observe how this different position of your arms can allow a gentle stretch on your ribcage. Just become aware of a small change. Keep a long but easy breath. And just like we did before, start lengthening your breath. Keep a long but easy breath. And just like we did before, start lengthening your breath. So inhale slowly. Feel your chest expanding, feel your ribs moving away from each other. And exhale slowly. Control the exhalation. Keep it constant from the beginning till the end. Inhale deeply. Exhale slowly. Inhale deeply. Exhale slowly. One more time, inhale deeply. Exhale slowly. And now start lengthening also the poses. So inhale, hold, exhale, hold. Keep a long but easy breath. Keep it controlled. Every phase of your breath is controlled. But in an easy way. 3 more breaths. And at the end of the third breath, go back to a normal breath. Observe your breath becoming lighter and more silent. Observe your body moving just a tiny bit now. Now bend your knees and roll on your right side. Stay on your right side for a brief moment before pushing with your left hand and sit in a cross-legged position. Keep your cross-legged position a little bit wider. So move your feet just a tiny bit further. Lift the sternum, shoulder blades down. Roll the arms outward push the hands down, out, and gently back. Inhale deeply on your chest. So keep the abdomen gently activated, not really contracted, but just activated. And allow the chest to expand at its maximum with every inhalation. Keep on pushing the hands down, out, and gently back. 3 breaths. At the end of the 3rd breath, put your hands on the knees and create cycles with your hips along the spine. First on one side, and then on the other side. Tilt your hip now forward, arch your spine, push shoulders and head gently back. Exhale, round your spine, tilt your hip backward, activate your abdominal muscles to push the belly in. Inhale, tilt your hip forward. Exhale, tilt your hip backward. Inhale, arch your spine. Exhale, round your spine. Inhale, arch your spine. Exhale, round your spine. One more time, inhale, arch your spine. Exhale, round your spine. Now, still keeping the feet a little bit further than normal. Put your hands down on the ground behind your buttocks with your fingers pointing back. And now, not too far away, quite close to the buttocks. Now roll your arms outward, push the chest forward and inward and allow the chest to drop in. Inhale, chest forward, exhale, roll the arms in. Inhale, chest forward, exhale, roll your arms in. Inhale, push the hands against the ground, arch your spine. Exhale, round your spine and roll the arms inward. 3 more. Okay. Put your arms parallel to each other, right in front of you. Now, push your arms back into the shoulder socket. Push the shoulders down, push the shoulder blades down, and still keeping the arms back into the shoulder socket, start lifting your arms. Just go till your maximum, but the maximum today is where you can no longer keep on lifting your arms because the arms is really into the shoulder socket. You will see that when the arms is really into the shoulder socket, so really back into the shoulders, when you lift, at a certain point, it will stop because it's physically impossible to go above that point. To go above that, you have to release the shoulders to lift the arms completely. But now, I want you to keep the shoulders in the shoulder socket. So just keep it there. 3 breaths. Leave the sternum, shoulder blades down. Get tension on the shoulders. And relax. Create cycles with your hips on the spine. First on one side. And then on the other side. Tilt your head forward, round your spine and go all the way down. 3 breaths. At the end of the 3rd breath, come back up. And change the crossing of your legs, still keeping the same distance that you have now. Hands on the shoulder, on the knees. Leave the sternum, shoulder blades down. Arch your spine, push the shoulders and head back, with the chest forward. And relax. Create cycles with the hips on the spine. First on one side, and then on the other side. Now, interlace the hands behind your sacrum. Keep the palm of the hand as much as you can close to each other. And then start straightening your arms. Push the arms down and gently back. Breathe deeply on your chest. Stay there. And relax. Create some circles with your shoulders, but just a tiny bit. First on one side, and then on the other side. Okay. Interlace the hands again behind your sacrum. Straighten your arms. Now, move your hands back. And this is the hard part. Lean back to have the hands touching gently the sky. The sky, yes, the ground. Now, push the sternum up to the sky. 3 breaths. Breathe deeply on your chest. Expand your chest. And relax. Okay. Keep your feet together, knees roughly at 90 degrees. Flex your feet and grab the outer side of your feet. Now, round gently your spine and push the shoulder blades back. So focus on the upper spine. Push the upper spine back. Feel the stretch around your shoulders and shoulder blades. And now, still in this stretched position, lift both shoulders just a tiny bit closer to the ears. And feel how the stretch changes. Stay there. And relax. Widen a bit your feet. Feet as wide as the hips or just a tiny bit wider, but not too much. Knees roughly at 90 degrees. Put your hands down on the ground with your hands, palm of the hand down and the fingers pointing back. Keep the elbows gently bent, just a tiny bit. Roll the arms outward. Push the chest forward and up. 3 breaths. At the end of the 3rd breath, push with your feet and the hands against the ground to lift your hips. Squeeze your butt. 3 breaths. And down. Straighten your legs for Dandasana, but point your feet. Lift your arms up as much as you can, so vertical, but keep the shoulders as much as you can down. Belly in, push your thumbs back without leaning back. It's just a movement of the arms. 3 breaths. And relax the arms. Now, still with your feet pointed, spread your toes. Keep your toes spread as much as you can. Even if it's hard, keep it there. Keep the attention there. Lift your arms and just do exactly the same that we did before. So arms down into the shoulder socket, but not too much in order to have the arms vertical. Belly in. Push the thumbs back. Just the arms move back, not the shoulders. Keep the toes spread. 3 breaths. And relax. Still keeping the legs active, the feet pointed, and the toes spread, while the arms outed. Lift the sternum, shoulder blades down, push the thumbs back. 3 breaths. Move the shoulders away from the ears. And relax. Bend your knees. Grab your knees. You can grab your knees either outside of your tibias or under your knees, whatever is more comfortable for you. Walk back with your feet and find balance. Round your spine and allow the head to drop down toward the chest. Close your eyes. Stay there. Just relax in this balanced position. Allow your breath to become lighter. Lift your head again. Open your eyes. And lift your tibias parallel to the ground. Keep your arms parallel to the tibias. Lift the sternum, shoulder blades down. 3 breaths. Now, still keeping a controlled breath. Start straightening your legs and lowering both legs and torso, but without touching the ground. 3 breaths. And at the end of the 3rd breath, come back with your tibias parallel to the ground and the torso roughly at 45 degrees. Cross your legs and create circles with your hips along the spine. First on one side and then on the other side. Now, grab your wrists and just observe which hand is toward you and which one is outside. Lift the sternum, shoulder blades down, keep the elbows roughly at the same level of your shoulders. Now start moving the elbows out like you want to open the hands, but without allowing the arms to open. Lift the sternum, shoulder blades down, push the shoulder blades out, and breathe deeply. 3 breaths. At the end of the 3rd breath, change the hands. So the one that was toward you now is outside. Lift sternum, shoulder blades down. Keep the arms roughly at the same level of your shoulders and start pushing the elbows out. Lift the sternum, shoulder blades down. And relax. Lean forward and go all the way down to the ground. So belly down. Keep your hands next to the hips. Palm on the hand facing the sky. Inhale. With exhalation, lift your head and shoulders, just the head and shoulders. Activate gently your abdominal muscles in order to protect the lumbar spine. And go down. Inhale. With exhalation, lift your head, shoulders, activate your abdominal muscles. Stay there. And down. Inhale. With exhalation, lift your head, shoulders, and arms. Move the hands toward your feet. This is just the idea. Belly in. Stay there. And relax. Inhale. With exhalation, lift your head, shoulders, arms. And now push the hands up to the sky and down. Up and down. Up and down. Up and down. Up and down. Up, up, down, up, and down. All the way down. Relax. 3 breaths. At the end of the 3rd breath, your next 3rd breath, put your arms in cactus pose. Inhale. With exhalation, lift your head, shoulders, arms, and stay there. 3 breaths. Keep the shoulders away from the ears, belly in to protect the lower spine, and down. One more time, inhale. And with exhalation, lift your head, shoulders, and arms. Stay there. Keep the shoulders away from the ears. Keep the sternum forward. And down. Now, interlace the hands behind your head. Inhale. With exhalation, lift your head, shoulders, and push the elbows forward. Stay there. Activate your abdominal muscles. And relax. 3 breaths. And again, inhale. With exhalation, lift your head, shoulders, and push the elbows forward. 3 breaths. And relax. Put your hands next to the chest. Inhale. With exhalation, lift your head, shoulders, move the elbows close to the chest, and push just a tiny bit with your hands against the ground, still keeping the shoulders away from the ears. Belly in. And relax. Gonna do it one more time. Inhale. With exhalation, lift your head, shoulders, move the elbows toward the chest, shoulders away from the ears, stay there. And push just a tiny bit with your hands against the ground, keeping the elbows really close to the chest. And relax. Push with the hands against the ground and move in a tabletop position. Create circles with your hips and lumbar spine, first on one side And then on the other side. Keep your belly in and walk forward with your hands. Keep the buttocks right above the knees. Push the chest down with the belly in. 3 breaths. At the end of the third breath, come back to the starting position. And again, create circles with your hips along the spine, first on one side. And then on the other side. Okay, lift your torso. And walk forward with your right knee. If you need, if you feel some tension or some pressure under your left knee, you can always use a folded blanket or just a small pillow, or even just creating a bit of structure with your mat. So right leg forward, left leg back, belly in, push your chest gently forward, just in order to feel the stretch on your left groin. So it's not too much. Now, roll the arms outward, push the thumbs back, and expand your chest. 3 breaths. At the end of the third breath, lift your arms up. Now, belly in to protect the lumbar spine. Push the arms back and arch your spine. 3 breaths. Even if it's just for a few centimeters. 3 breaths. And at the end of the third breath, change leg. So right knee down on the ground, left leg forward. Move your hips forward just in order to feel the stretch on your groin. Belly in, sternum lifted. Roll the arms outward and push the thumbs back. 3 breaths. And relax. Now lift your arms up. Belly in. Push the thumbs back to arch your spine. 3 breaths. And down. Tabletop position again. But now widen your knees and widen your feet. Without moving the hands or the feet, tuck your toes under, inhale, and enter Adho Mukha Svanasana. Push your chest over the toes. If you need to, you can lift your heels. Keep on pushing the chest over the toes. 3 breaths. At the end of the third breath, walk back with your hands. Bend gently your knees and bend your spine and come up. Now, right leg forward, left leg back. Put your hands behind your lumbar spine. So actually, the base of the palm is toward the upper hip bone or lumbar spine. The fingers are on the higher part of your buttocks. Now, bend your right leg just a tiny bit, just in order to have the knee above the heel. Tilt your hip backward. So belly in, lift your pubis. Now, move the two elbows close to each other. And move the shoulders and head back, arching the spine. 3 breaths. Keep the elbows close to each other. 3 breaths. At the end of the third, relax and change leg. So, whoop. So left leg forward and right leg back. Hands behind your lumbar spine. Bend your left leg. Move the elbows close to each other, belly in. Lift your pubis, lift the sternum, shoulder blades down, tailbone down. Now start arching the spine. 3 breaths. And relax. Right leg forward, left leg back again. And now walk forward with your right foot a little bit more. So widen your feet. Keep both feet pointing forward. Often the back leg has a tendency to roll outward because it's easier. But in that way, the hips won't be parallel to the short side of the mat, so it won't be aligned. So roll the legs, the left leg inward in order to have the foot straight parallel to the long side of the mat, in case that the heel can lift. Belly in, bend your right leg. Belly in. Push the tailbone down and forward, like you want to really tilt your head backward. Lift the sternum. Lift your arms. Keep the arms a little bit wider than your shoulders. And push the thumbs back, arching the spine. Keep the belly in. 3 breaths. And at the end of the third breath, lower your arms and change back. So left leg forward, right leg back. Quite a bit of distance between the 2 feet. Keep the feet pointing forward. Keep the hips as much as you can parallel to the short side of the mat. And now bend your left leg. Lift the pubis, lift the sternum, shoulder blades down, tailbone down. Imagine that you want to move the tip of your tailbone under and forward in order to tilt your hip completely back. Now feel the stretch on your right groin. Lift the sternum, shoulder blades down, lift your arms up, belly in. Widen your arms just a little bit and push the thumbs back, arching the spine. 3 breaths. And relax. Keep your legs wide, hands on the waist, bend your knees and create circles with the hips and the spine. First on one side, and then on the other side. Now tilt your hip forward, round your spine gently, without pushing your body down, but allowing your body down. 3 breaths, just 3 breaths. At the end of the third breath, bend your knees again and come up. Now, still keeping the legs wide, check to have the 2 feet parallel to each other. With your feet parallel to each other. Put your hands behind your lumbar spine. Belly in, sternum lifted, shoulder blades down. Keep the two elbows close to each other and still keeping the belly in to activate your abdominal muscles. Start pushing your hips forward and shoulders and head back. 3 breaths. At the end of the 3rd breath, come back to the starting position. Create circles with the hips and lumbar spine. First on one side and then on the other side. Now, feet together, and we're going to do exactly the same thing. So, big toes touching, heels and hip wide, just into Tadasana. Tilt your hip backward. So the easiest way is to activate your buttocks, and actually you can use this method also when we start to arch the back. Put your hands behind your lumbar spine. Activate your abdominal muscles to protect the lumbar spine. Push the sternum forward and up. Push the elbows close and down. Belly in. Now start moving the hips forward and head and shoulders back. 3 breaths. At the end of the 3rd breath, come back to the starting position. Tilt your hip forward, put your hands against the legs and really slowly lower your hands toward the feet. Doesn't mean that you have to touch the feet. You can, but it's not the priority. Round your spine. And actually bend just a tiny bit your knees. Just a tiny bit. In order to stretch a little bit deeper your lumbar spine that we just moved. 3 breaths. At the end of the 3rd breath, come back up. Widen your feet just a little bit more than your hips and create circles with the hips and the spine. First on one side and then on the other side. Down and around. Cross your legs. And just like we did before, put your hands down on the ground with your fingers pointing back. Tilt your hip forward and push the chest forward. Focus on pushing the sternum forward and up, trying to open your chest. 3 breaths. And relax. Now, put your hands in prayer position behind your sacrum. Palm of the hand as much as you can close to each other, fingers pointing down to start with. Lift the sternum. Push with your thumbs, with the base of the thumbs against the spine while moving the head and shoulders gently back. 3 breaths. And relax. Now, move the palm of the hand away from each other, still keeping the tip of your fingers touching. Now, roll the forearm inward in order to point your fingers up. At this point, the Palm of the hand is normally quite far away from each other, but the tip of the fingers are still touching, at least most of them. If you're kind of flexible, then start moving the fingers up, pushing the palm of the hand more and more toward each other. But listen to the messages of your body. So if already this is a little bit too much, then go back to the starting position, so with the fingers pointing down. Listen to the messages of your body. Push with your hands against the spine while moving the shoulders and head gently back. 3 breaths. And relax. There are several torture that we can do with the hands behind the back, but today is not the day, luckily. Hands in front of the knees, tilt your hip forward. Now, keeping the arms completely straight, I want you to lean back, and to avoid falling down, I want you to tilt your hip forward and push the chest forward in between the arms. Arms are straight. Push with the hands against the knee in order to help you push the sternum and the chest forward. 3 breaths. At the end of the 3rd breath, relax. And good. On your knees again. Again, if you want to, you can always put a folded blanket or a mat or whatever under your knees. Put your hands behind your sacrum. Elbows close to each other, belly in, squeeze your butt, and start arching the spine. Keep the focus on the belly to protect the lumbar spine. Also, the buttocks can help protect the lumbar spine. The idea is not to have tension on the lumbar spine. Stay there. And come back to the vertical. Now, we're going to do exactly the same, but putting the arms in the version that we just did. So, either with the hands pointing down or rolled out and inward and up. Whatever is comfortable for you. Well, comfortable, doable. Belly in, squeeze your butt. Even more, because now you don't have the support, the same support with your hand. So stay focused on the belly and on the buttocks. Lift the sternum, shoulder blades down. Start leaning back, arching the spine. Push with the hands against the spine. 3 breaths. And at the end of the 3rd breath, come back to center. Put your hands down on the ground for tabletop position and create circles with your hips on the spine. Do it slowly, do it softly. First on one side, and then on the other side. Step your toes under. Raise your torso. Belly in. Control the lumbar spine. Twist to the right and put your hands in contact, even super light contact, with your right heel. Belly in. Squeeze your butt, but push your hips forward. Still keeping the contact even light with your hand and heel. Lift the left arm. And now push the arms back, arching the spine again. 3 breaths. And at the end of the third breath, come back to the starting position. On the other side, so twist gently. Put your left hand in contact with your left heel, belly in, squeeze your butt, protect the lumbar spine. Lift your right arm up and move it back. 3 breaths. At the end of the third breath, come back to the starting position. Put your hands down on the ground for tabletop position and really slowly, really gently create circles with your hips along the spine. First on one side. And then on the other side. Now, still with your toes tucked under, the idea is to create the connection between the hands and the heels, but with both hands. If this is a little bit too much for you today, then you can either do again any version that we just did, this one, or this one. Or you can also take a bolster and put it behind your, over your calf muscles to have something higher to put your hands on. Now, belly in, release the sternum, shoulder blades down. Arch your spine and put your hands on both heels. Squeeze your butt, belly in. Push your hips gently forward. And breathe deeply on your chest. 3 breaths. At the end of the third breath, come back to the starting position. And again, tabletop position. And create circles with your hips along the spine. First on one side. And then on the other side. Lay down on the mat. Keep your knees bent with your feet quite close to the buttocks, but in a comfortable way. Other arms outward. Keep the palm of the hand facing the sky. Shoulder blades flat. Inhale. With exhalation, tilt your hip backward and push the lumbar spine down. When you inhale, release this action. And when you exhale again, push with the feet, pushing the lumbar spine down. Up when you inhale, down when you exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, and exhale. One more time, inhale, and exhale. Bring the knees toward the chest. And roll right and left side. If this movement is a little bit too intense for you, you can just stay still with your knees kind of close to the chest, lengthening the spine. 3 breaths. Now, put your left foot down on the ground, not too far from the hips, buttocks. Right leg still close to the chest. Inhale. With the exhalation, push with your left foot against the ground, like you want to kind of lift just a tiny bit the hip. The lumbar spine will be down on the ground, but the hips can lift just a millimeter. And relax. Inhale. With the exhalation again, push with your left foot against the ground, tilt your hip backward. Stay there. And relax. One third time. Inhale. And with the exhalation, push with the left leg against the ground. And relax. Change leg. So right foot down, left leg close to the chest. Inhale. With the exhalation, push with your right foot against the ground to lengthen a little bit more the cervical, the lumbar spine. And relax. Inhale. With the exhalation, push with the right foot against the ground to tilt your head backward. Stay there. Relax. Third time, inhale. With the exhalation, tilt your head backward and stay. Relax. With the knees over the chest. And now create circles with your knees, keeping the knees and feet together if possible. First on one side and then on the other side. Now take everything you will need to be comfortable in Shavasana. Find a comfortable position. If you feel tension on the arm and spine, don't hesitate to put a bolster or a chair under your calves. In a few minutes, I'm going to chant the mantra, and at the end of the mantra, I'm going to guide you out of the pose. Till that moment, just relax. Tvameva mata cha pita tvameva tvameva bandhu cha saka tvameva tvameva vidya dravinam tvameva tvameva sarvam mama deva deva tvameva sarvam mama deva deva tvameva sarvam mama deva deva. Slowly start wiggling your toes and fingers. Bring back the awareness into your body. Inhale deeply and exhale fully with your mouth. Release all tensions. One more time. Bend your knees and roll on your right side. Stay on your right side for a brief moment before sitting comfortably for the count of 3 on. Keep your spine straight, relaxed. You can always also sit over a bolster or over something comfortable. Put your hands with the thumb, index finger. What's happening? Index finger. Okay. Together. Palm on the hand, either facing the sky or the ground. Lift the sternum, shoulder blades down. Close your eyes. And just for a few seconds, just stay. Inhale. Put your hands in prayer position in front of the chest. Open your eyes. Namaste.